Alright, hey guys, welcome to Answering Your Questions and Comments, Part 11. Same as last time, it is just a continuation of what was originally the 32-minute Part 9. And as I've said at the end of a couple of the videos, just trying to cut the videos down and not make the 32-minute rambling videos anymore. And trying to cut them down into a more watchable length for y'all so that hopefully y'all will stick around and enjoy watching them and get the information out of them, because that's the reason I make these videos about trucking, is to give y'all the information that y'all are requesting and that y'all seem to want, and the information that I wish I had had before I got into trucking a lot of times. Um, so yeah, enjoy. This should be the rest of the video, and next week's video most likely is going to be my reply to John M about what are my a more detailed response to what are my feelings about leasing with Prime, whether or not I would recommend it, whether I feel it was a mistake, all that kind of stuff. So yeah, stick around next week, take a look at that video, and then the week after that, unless I get enough questions to make another answering your questions video or get another comment like this that I can make a full video out of, should be more MG content so long as the parts come in and I can get them installed in a way that actually is fun to watch. But yeah, enjoy. See y'all at the end of the video.
Another comment from Loading. This is some great info. Sucks that you don't work at Prime, still in the TNT phase of it. It really sucks since I can't sleep very well since the truck has to keep rolling day and night. I feel your pain. I hated doing TNT. When I was with Prime and was looking at doing training, I was going to do just the PSD form of it, but for lease drivers, doing just the PSD form does not make as much sense as it does for a company driver to just do PSD. For lease drivers, it makes a lot more sense to do TNT because you make a lot more money with the truck rolling 24/7 than you do with PSD, where, as you know, the truck only rolls while both of you are awake, so that the trainer can be sitting there in the passenger seat keeping an eye on you. So you're not getting any real benefit as the trainer. You're getting whatever Prime pays you a week, which I think is like an extra $100 or something like that. So I didn't end up doing that, but I could not do TNT. I couldn't do team driving because I hated sleeping in the truck. When I finally did start sleeping in the truck, it was because I was so tired that even though I was paranoid sleeping in the truck, I was too tired to stay awake. But yeah, that portion of it is rough. Granted, this comment was 5 months ago, so I imagine you're out on your own now. Congratulations, but yeah, it gets better. What was the other comment? Oh, I'm glad things worked out for you after I told you I was with Carvana and everything now. Um, Antonio Lawrence. Well, I'm glad that you had a good experience with Prime. Me, on the other hand, I did not have the luck, I guess because I couldn't remember a date. I was told by Derek, I won't put last name, said I was going to be dishonest with him. So again, congrats, everything, and I love the video. Would have been nice to see for myself, or would have been nice to see for myself. Yeah, I'm sorry about you having a bad experience. I mean, my experience, um, aside from not making a heck of a lot of money and being worked to the bone, was good. I mean, the training was great. It's gotten me to where I am nowadays. The first year of trucking is usually going to be rough. You're not going to make a ton of money. You're building your reputation, building your foothold in the industry, and proving that you have what it takes to get out there and drive a truck. Because it's not as easy as a lot of folks who haven't done it think it is. It's not just sitting there and driving a vehicle, which even that, driving a big truck, is a whole nother challenge over driving a car because it's 80,000 pounds and you got to deal with all the idiots out on the road that are playing on their phones or doing their makeup or deciding it's a good idea to eat and all that kind of stuff while they're going down the road, and they don't understand that it takes you so much longer to stop. You can't swerve like a car, you can't do any of that kind of stuff, so you're sitting there constantly having to watch the idiots around you. And I'm pretty sure I said it before, but the best advice I got from one of my trainers was, um, look at the people around you, think of what the stupidest thing they could possibly do right then is, and plan for it, and you will rarely be disappointed by them. Um, but yeah, it's the training I got from Prime was great, and I'm happy with where I'm at now, and I have Prime's training to thank for that. Um, KP, you drive a Freightliner. I think this is Mercedes. It is. Mercedes owns Freightliner, so they are Mercedes trucks technically. Um, it's just, I guess, the American version of the Mercedes trucks that you see overseas. If you want, Google Mercedes truck MP4. I like your videos. Best regards from Germany. I got somebody watching from Germany. That's pretty cool. But yeah, no, it's only thing I've ever driven actually is Freightliners. I had Freightliner when I was with Prime. I had a freight. All the trucks that I drove were Freightliner at Snyder, and the trucks we have at Carvana, we've got a couple of our older trucks, the trucks 1 through 7, the original 7 18-wheelers are Freightliner Cascadias, and then everything else is 114 SDs. The other 300 and it's got to be close to 350 trucks now are all Freightliner 114 SDs, 114 severe duties that have been modified by Cottrell to do it. They're Cottrell Easy Loader trucks that hold 9 cars, and they're between, we've got like the first 150 something or 75 footers, and all the ones since then are 80 footers. And God, the 80 footers are so much nicer than the 75 footers. Just trying to load stuff on there, that extra 5 feet is a lifesaver. Um, James Morrow. Prime lets guys go from training right into lease. Did I hear that correctly? You think they'd want to be a company driver for at least 6 months or a year before taking that on. But then again, what do I know? I've only been doing it since like 1992. Good luck and wish you the best. Yeah, it is. I would recommend at least being a company driver for 6 months or a year. Figure out the industry, make sure you're comfortable with everything, get a feel for what it's like, and then decide whether or not you think you can do more, make more money by getting a percentage of the load versus cents per mile. Um, so James, you are correct. I think that you should go into company first, but they give the option because, I mean, either way, Prime's making money, and they probably make more money off the lease drivers than they do the company drivers when it all comes down to it. So yeah, if you want to pay them for a truck, they will happily let you do it. Mike, good info, thanks, thank you. And then, can a team driver bring a passenger? From Amanda Williamson. I don't know. That's tricky because there's only 2 seats in the truck and there's 2 beds, so I don't know. That's something that, and since I'm not with Prime anymore, I don't know of any way for me to figure that out. Um, but I'm not sure whether or not a team driver can bring a passenger or not. It's a good question. I'm sorry I couldn't answer that one for you. Uh, JJ's. Hey Cameron, great video, bud. This is on my 1 year later car sales to truck driving. Thinking between car sales or trucking, which one do you find has more potential to earn money? If you could tell me your thoughts, it would mean the world to me. Thanks, waiting for a reply, bud. Um, and then my response, which I think I may have included this in another video, I'm not sure, I know I'm getting down close to that. But both have a decent amount of uncertainty and can change week to week, but car sales is more uncertain by far. That being said, there's also a lot more money making potential in car sales as you work your way up and as you get better at it. Yeah, there's a lot more potential to make money doing car sales and working your way up through the brands and then working your way up into sales manager and general manager and stuff like that. And most general managers I know started as salesmen. My father used to be a general manager for car dealers, and he started out as a salesman and he worked his way up. But I do know a couple of general managers out there at dealerships that are still GMs that I go visit because I'm friends with them and all that, that make $1 million plus a year in car sales. So there's definitely more money making potential in car sales if you're willing to put in the work and you have the skills that it takes to be a salesman, the ability to learn about the cars and read people and know what it takes to convince people. But you also have to know about the competition and why your vehicle is better. Why should they buy from you? You have to make them like you and trust you and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, there's definitely more money making potentially in car sales, but there's a lot more uncertainty in car sales as well. I mean, look at the pandemic. Trucking kept on going. Car sales tanked. So when stuff like that happens, trucking is more of a one of those industries where it's going to be more consistent even when it looks like the world's about to end. With something like coronavirus, people still need food, they need gas, they need all those essentials brought to them. They don't necessarily need to go and buy a new car. Um, which luckily with Carvana, the people who did need to buy a new car but didn't want to go into a dealership, well, you don't have to go. There are no dealerships with Carvana. We'll bring it right to your house and do touchless delivery. Um, so we ended up doing pretty well going through the whole pandemic and everything's pretty close to back to normal now. Um, so they were able to keep. They didn't have to let any of us go when it all happened. They just put us on half time, so we'd work a week and then we'd be off a week, and during the week we were off, we were getting unemployment, and with the partial unemployment and with the enhanced benefits with the federal government throwing in the extra $600, we were, I mean, you barely even noticed that your paycheck got smaller because of it, so that was quite nice. Um, but yeah, so I think that's all the. Let's see, when's the last time I did an answering questions video? To figure out how long it's been since I last answering questions video was. Yeah, I think that's all the questions that have come up since I last did a video, and this video is now 32 minutes long, if I haven't trimmed anything out yet. So I'm going to go ahead and end it here. Keep the questions coming. Keep watching for more videos restoring this MG, getting it back to its former glory, and getting it up and running. But yeah, until next time, y'all stay safe out there on the road. Keep sending in your questions, and I'll keep answering them. Y'all have a great one.
All right, guys, and that's a wrap for answering your questions and comments, part 11. Next week, we'll be responding, as I said in the beginning, responding to John M's comments, going into more detail about what I feel about whether or not leasing with Prime is a good idea, whether you can be successful with it, and such. So stick around for that. Take a look at that video. Hopefully it helps y'all out, and then as I said, we'll see what ends up coming after that. As always, please submit your questions and comments. I love reading them when I see good ones like John's where I can make a whole video based on it. I will gladly do that, or otherwise I will make videos like these last three where it is responding to several different comments, just to provide y'all with the information that y'all want and that I wish I had had. So yeah, until next time, y'all stay safe out there on the road. See you then. Bye.